Welcome to Vedic Numerology. Very interesting topic. An interesting numerology lineage. This course is not about prediction, fear or superstition. It is about understanding karma as intelligence, numbers as planetary forces, and time as teacher, right? It's very important. Time teaches us everything. That's what we consider time as one of the most important teacher in our life, right? In this journey together we will learn why patterns repeat, where pressure originates, and when change becomes possible. Let us together begin the most awaited course and most important course in numerology lineage is the Vedic numerology. Numbers do not control your life. Awareness gives you choice. I hope you enjoyed learning section 2, which was all about understanding the core numbers of Vedic numerology, right? You understood well, right? So you now understand who a person is and where life pushes them. Next we explore why pressure exists. So welcome to section 3, Vedic Grid, Karmic Blueprint. So the Vedic grid is the soul's karmic map. In lecture 3.1, we will learn what is the Vedic grid all about. This grid shows karmic pressure without psychology or names. Okay, so built only from the date of birth. What it reveals? It reveals dominant karma, missing lessons, planetary imbalances, and together let us learn how to construct it correctly. Very important, because there will be a base grid. Based on the base grid, you are just going to put your numbers. So the Vedic grid is the soul's karmic map. So introduction to Vedic grid, let's go through. So Vedic grid, a sacred karmic blueprint derived exclusively from your date of birth, revealing your life's encoded patterns. So you think this universe has created a pattern, and once you put your date of birth, then you will be able to understand your own pattern. So basically, to understand your life's pattern, you take all the numbers from your date of birth and then you put through and you see this chart. You will prepare this chart and see how is your life path, how is your life path, okay, looks like, okay. But again, we exclude the century. This is the special note. We exclude the century when we create the Vedic grid. Okay, so this is the base grid. The first row Jupiter, Sun, Mars. Second row Venus, Ketu, Mercury. Third row is Moon, Saturn, and Rahu. So it reveals dominant karma, missing lessons, planetary pressure zone, and balance and karmic alignment. Balance and karmic alignment both are revealed through this Vedic grid. So through this Vedic grid, you are going to see the dominant karma, missing lessons, planetary pressure zone, balance and alignment, balance and karmic alignment. So it's a sacred karmic blueprint for your life. Again, make a note, we do not add the century. So first row Jupiter, Sun, Mars. Second row Venus, Ketu, Mercury. Third row Moon, Saturn, Rahu. Now we are going to create with an example. Welcome to lecture 3.2, constructing the grid, Vedic grid itself. Accuracy is essential, please make a note when reading karma. Write date of birth, remove zeros, count numbers 1 to 9. If the number presence means you have an experience, absence equals to lesson, repetition equals to intensity. These are the way you have to make a note. This Vedic grid. So how do we construct this Vedic grid? Let's look an example. Look through an example. We are taking an example here, right? So write full date of birth in digits. Remove all zeros. Count numbers 1 to 9. Place frequency into the grid. As an example, first of all, right? This is called 3x3 square grid. The other names also Vedic grid, Saphirial grid, or your predictive grid. So first row 319, 319. Second row 675. Third row 284. Right? So rules. Presence equals to experience. These are the rules. What does it mean? If there is a number which is present in your grid, means you will experience that. Absence means you need to learn the lesson. And repetition means intensify. It intensify or amplify the quality of that number. So you need to bring it balance. Again harmony, bring the harmony. Right? This is all about the life is all about to live in harmony. So let's take an example, right? Someone born on 23rd January someone born on 23rd January 1897. So 23/01/1897. Driver number 2 plus 3 is 5. Conductor number 5 plus 1 plus 7 is 13, which is 4, right? So you put all these numbers, you see 5 plus 1 plus 7, which is 13. So here you see we can omit the number 9, because if you add or just take out the number 9, the number remains the same. So if you add the number 9 and add, it will also be 4. Let's add. So 9 plus 7, 14, 15, 16. 16, right? 16 means 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, you see. Either way, you get the 13. So all these numbers, so the number here, the conductor number is number 4. So now what happened? Exclude digits 1 and 8. You must exclude the digits of century. We do not consider century in the Vedic numerology grid preparation. The remaining digits to be placed in the grids are, which are the digits? You see, driver number you are going to add, conductor number, there is an exception though, we are going to discuss in next slide, and the other digits are 23197. So final numbers 5423197. So we have placed everything, and then we have underlined which is driver number, which is conductor number. This is the grid, the Vedic grid we have created by referencing the base grid for someone who is born on 23rd January 1897. Now there is an exception. What is an exception? Let's understand the exception. So if a person is born on 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, single digit, and 10, 20 or 30. If someone is born on these digits as a day of birth, the day itself is the personality number or the psychic number. So you need not reduce, again add both. That's the exception. I hope you understand. So for these numbers, the day of birth, no further calculation is required. You need not really reduce down and again add. The vibration remains pure and unchanged. You just add the number. You need not find the driver number individually. But if it is not these numbers, then you need to reduce the vibration. I hope you understand, right? So if someone is born on single digit number along with 10, 20 or 30, you need not really find the driver number by adding these two numbers again, because it will repeat itself, it will remain the same number. That's the reason. But if someone is born on 2 digits number other than these numbers, then you have to reduce the numbers, take the driver number plus the 2 digits addition of this day of birth, right? So reduction is needed only when the day exceeds these values, right? So this is very important, right? Reduction is needed only when these exceeds these numbers. Example, 20th January 1897, day is 20, so use directly as the psychic number. 2 remains dominant here. So driver number 2, so 2, again we are not adding 2. So 2, 1, 1, 8, 9, 7. So that's how you place the number. Too much of a planet can be as challenging as too little energy of the planet. Repeated numbers indicate, overloaded karma. Missing number shows the opposite. Means you are missing the karma. Right? This is the way you have to experience the grid and explain. Let's understand the repeated numbers, dominant karma. So any numbers which repeats, that shows the dominant number, means it has amplified number. This has amplified the numbers, right? That amplified the quality of the numbers. That's called a repetition of the numbers. So if the number is 1 to 2 times, then it is normal expression. It's okay. This has been balanced. But if it 3 times, strong karmic emphasis, you need to rebalance it. So we need remedies. Understand, right? Hope you understand, right? If a number is more than 3 times, 4 times is overloaded planetary pressure. So 3 times, 4 times you need to give remedies. They have to understand, balance their karma in that area. If it is missing, then also need remedies. Okay, so if the numbers are more than 3 times, 4 times, it's a matter of concern. So in section 3, the Vedic grid explains where effort feels heavy. Next we will understand why that is the karma.